So we are on to our third one then.
Yes.
So is this your one, John? I do believe this is your one.
It is. It certainly is. Yeah. So this is a spicy one. So again, when this came up, I was thinking I had a lot of names kind of floating around my head of people who were fantastic for selling. You're thinking the likes of Charlie Sterling. You're thinking the likes.
I'm just laughing because I know the example you chose, the match you chose. You fucking
yeah, exactly. So I had so many names floating through my head. I had Charlie Sterling. I had the Young Bucks. I had Paddy Deckwish Brown. The fucking
fucking Deckwish. Paddy Deckwish Brown. Blast from the past.
Quite literally blast from the past. Like literally, he exploded in the ring. So when it came to that, all joking aside, when you said selling to me, the only match I could think of was Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels, SummerSlam 2005. I remember watching this match.
All right, see you guys.
I don't think you understood what selling means.
No, I know exactly what is meant. I just want to know. I want to ask you, what happens when there's too much selling? What happens when someone decides to sell a little bit too much, a little bit to take the piss, if you will? And
if nothing else, it'll be a nice palate cleanser.
Oh, for sure. I could easily get nuked in the scoring here, but I've made my point. I'm happy to die on this hill here. I remember watching this back live, and SummerSlam was always a bittersweet thing because it was like the last big show before you had to go back to fucking school. And I was thinking to myself, I don't know how to feel about that match. I remember, I know who Hulk Hogan is, I know who Shawn Michaels is, but this match just made no fucking sense. And I loved it in a weird, very weird way. It's kind of like where the dial is spun around so many times. So yeah, that's why I picked it, because literally when I think selling, I think Shawn Michaels putting himself over the ropes over a fucking punch. That's selling, folks.
Now, this particular one, you're going to screen share with us. Is that correct? Yes.
Yeah. There you go. You should see it now on screen, hopefully.
Everybody see that? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. So let me know what audio was like, and if it gets a bit choppy, I'll try and switch things around on my side. So I suppose I'll count us in on 3, 2, 1, play.
30 years as the king and I have, and sometimes you're a young man.
All I think about with this match is the build was so fucking good, and the match just ruined it for me.
Yeah, it's part of that for me actually, because I remember watching the Raw because I was so looking forward to the match, and then I just think okay, I guess it happened.
And Shawn is actually great at selling. He is legitimately great. But
I just want to point out that this is one of my favorite Shawn Michaels performances of all time.
Really?
Yeah, because at this stage, when this came about, I was already wrestling, so I was clued in on everything and what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to sell and stuff. I was no genius, but
you copped something was
yeah,
fucking...
So I was watching it and I was like, yeah, he's taking a piss.
That was exactly the same for me. It was just I'm loving this.
From an inside point of view, I was like, there is something going on there that Michael's watching that live, I was like, oh, there's more to this than a wrestling match. You're not just watching it and enjoying it for the match that's happening. You're enjoying it because you're like, oh, there's some undertones there to what Michael's
I actually watched, when I knew Jonathan was picking this, I actually watched a documentary by Wrestling Bios, which anybody listening, if you're not subscribed to him, check him out. He's really fucking good. Northern Irish lad. And
is that the Nordy guy who does all this? Yeah, I love his stuff.
He's really entertaining.
There's a really good one on for my match as well. So,
I've no doubt. I'm which one?
I mean, not my match. The one I picked tonight.
Your singular match.
I thought we had exclusive rights to the rise and rise of Justy.
There's no fall.
Oh, there was many falls, guys.
There's only three seasons of Justy. Summer, spring, and winter. There is no fall.
But I watched his documentary on this match and kind of the feud leading up to it, and kind of one of the interesting things was apparently Hogan said like he didn't notice anything wrong with Sean selling. He was just like, oh, he's selling for me, and that's it.
The fact that he
It's
didn't
just like,
know.
how could you? How?
Hogan is on a different planet when it comes to talking about what, what was going, like at the, like where he'd be like, no, everything was cool. Like he even done where he was talking about the interview. Did you see that? Some people had the video chopped where he was doing an interview talking about how WrestleMania 3. No, Ricky and Macho Man didn't want to go out there and steal the show. They weren't trying to steal the show from me and Andre. Then it cuts to fucking Ricky Steamboat saying, yeah, we were definitely trying to steal the show. Hogan's just on his own planet. He's just in a world of his own.
The thought just occurred to me here that Hulk Hogan is the William Shatner of pro wrestling. Then, like, William Shatner doesn't realize anything is wrong. Like, he thinks he's right, fighting the good fight, and then, like, George Takei will go, he's a fucking arsehole. And Walter Koenig will go, he's a fucking arsehole. Even Leonard Nimoy, fucking arsehole.
I love it because
George Takei is awesome for that, though.
Yeah.
Sean has pretty much said that he was pissed. So he agreed to change character, go heel, all that stuff for this program. It was meant to be best of 3.
And it was
then
brilliant, by the way.
it was
Holy
nixed. So he
wonderful.
never was going to get his win back. So
yeah,
he said, yeah, too right, he was fucking pissed off.
Bear in mind, this is the main event of SummerSlam as well. Like they gave this better billing than JBL Batista, the world title match. And I think Cena was on against Angle, I think. So, like,
but let's face it, look, Sean at this stage of career was not going to get in any kind of trouble.
That's true.
But to be honest,
Well,
like, this is a marquee match. Like, this is your main event.
Yeah.
Like, forget about your title matches and forget about, like, other feuds. This is
once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
All the matches you want for SummerSlam is really, like, this is your second best show of the year. That's the match you want to tell.
It's a generational match that you wouldn't have got to see main event at any other stage except for this. Like, so why not? Like, look at the tan on Michaels.
Yeah. I also noticed during that promo package, like, the very little subtleties that Sean is doing in regards to his attire, like the way he appears in the feud. Like, he's very, very going back to his roots of, like, the early Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Like the way you'd wear his hair and the way you'd actually, like,
hair playback,
yeah. Oh man, I was such a fan of the Rockers. I was such a fucking Rockers fan.
Yeah, John has my clip of that, so I don't need to repeat myself.
I've taken a super kick from Marty Jannetty.
You've taken a super kick from Marty Jannetty?
Yeah, Marty Jannetty. I was.
Are you the reason his ankle is fucked?
His ankle was fucked before it, so it was, he had to wrestle in Ugg boots that were, like, tied together with, like, a belt.
Oh, jeez.
Because his ankle was, like...
Yeah, it's, like, twisted the wrong fucking way. It's gross, man.
Yeah, I was in, like, an 8-man tag with myself and Bray, Duncan Disorderly, and Chris Masters against... Like, so we were doing a body guy thing. And it was against Jannetty, Maxer, Morrow, and someone. But anyway, I tagged myself in and got in first, done the whole thing, got up, crowd, done everything, boom, boom, got all my boos, yeah, fucking told Chris Masters to watch me work, turn around. Super kick, 1, 2, 3, first person eliminated.
How did you sell that, Justin?
You had to go backstage. You had to go backstage and just, like, right, that's one off the bucket list.
Yeah, I was like, can't wait to tell all the guys back home that I fucking jobbed out to a Jannetty super kick.
Yeah.
One half of the Rockers gave me a super kick in a match. Which half? Never mind.
No, that doesn't matter.
The point is,
That is unimportant.
To be honest, it's a legitimate claim. Like,
Yeah.
no one can ever take that away from you.
Jannetty's a fantastic character. Oh, what a dude.
The closest I got, I told this on the last one, was seeing Shawn Michaels in Waterford Crystal and not being able to go over to see him because I was working.
he's on the Jesus book.
Yeah, he was randomly in Waterford for a holiday.
Yeah.
Nice. That's
And he was denying it on Twitter. And I was looking at it going, I can fucking see you, you prick. You know,
Wearing a DX short.
I can see you crystal clear.
yeah.
Hey, there you go.
It's because I told on Lazo, it's because he was in Ireland for a Christian conference or something.
Oh,
It wasn't,
yeah.
yeah, it wasn't wrestling related. And he was denying up and down because the place wasn't meant to advertise that he would be there. So he was denying that he was there, but then I fucking saw him and I was late for work, so I couldn't even fucking go in to try and see him.
Wasn't it when he was around doing all like these Christian workshops and stuff like that? Wasn't there like a match between him and Sting where it was good versus evil? That was online.
Was that Russo's company? That because Russo had a Christian wrestling company for a short period of time.
Would have been.
And he did have Shawn and Sting.
Company?
Yeah.
It was Russo's deal?
Yeah. He started a Christian company and they'd wrestle in churches.
As we know, scripture is very over in wrestling. A lot of people are doing it nowadays, and it's really working for them. You know?
No, to be fair, apparently Russo found God, and this was his thing after WCW.
God, and jobbed him out for both back.
God's my bro.
Bro to beat all bros.
Anyway, this match that's going on.
Well, it's not yet. We're just fucking entrances still.
Best part about
just
that,
Hogan hot dogging as usual.
The best part about it was during the entrance, educating the fucking shoveling fucking animation. It's like, you can kind of sense the mood here.
We're getting a touch choppy here, I think, are we?
We're lagging like a...
Yeah, she's a bit choppy.
Wee bit choppy. Well,
I don't know if there's any adjustments you can do on your end.
I, for one, am giving this match a 0.2
because of Jonathan's shitty internet.
That's my thing, too, yeah. Any better, by the way?
Remember, he said, I've got to know. I've got to know.
A little bit better.
It's a touch better, yeah.
I've got to know if I can beat.
So Sean's just getting in the ring now.
The icon.
Yeah, we should catch up.
And you know, those two descriptions are really interchangeable.
You know, like Sean's just pacing around, just debating. It's like, right, how am I gonna fuck with him tonight?
That's exactly what this is.
You get an opportunity to be in a special spot, a special place. And all kidding aside, this is special seeing these two men go one-on-one here tonight. Michaels, the faster
and it's from the get-go, if I remember correctly. Like there's like,
is there a shove off from the?
Yeah, there's like a shove, and he like does a back fucking roll off it.
Like big back bouncing back, out of the ring.
That's right. He goes out through the second and bottom rope.
Yeah.
You should probably stop guessing and just keep watching. That's what I'm at now. I'm like, if I remember.
Here we go.
Whoop.
Even though like Sean is clearly hamming it up at times, there are certain moments where it's like you kind of believe it. Like he's putting Hogan's strength over.
That's it, yeah.
Like, so that's why it didn't really like register straight away. That he was actually taking the piss.
We have the privilege of being here live. We thank you for inviting us into your homes. Over 150.
Yeah, I look at Hogan and thinking, how can you not tell that Shawn Michaels is going to take a piss in this match?
He's too immersed in the crowd, brother.
Hogan looks like he sells ice cream at a carnival.
That's fair, Justy. Hogan more looks like he's got like a white band with big candy on the side. Mustache like. Get in him in front of your mothers.
He's got to make money somehow.
That's it.
Because his ex-wife took nearly everything from him.
Yeah. And you know what they say about Hogan? He's a real love sponge.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Look out, there you go.
There we go. Go begin.
You know, it's funnier to me now knowing that Hogan thought this was all okay.
Oh yeah, this makes it
This
so
is
much
normal.
better. I thought, oh man, that was really good work today. Yeah, it was
Just goes to
really
show
good
that
work. Yeah.
Hogan just believes all his own hype. This is exactly it. Of course he's gonna bump like that for me, brother.
To him, it's just him believing it's like, I have more time to pander.
That's work for me to do. Yeah, boy.
Now I see that he's absolutely taking this serious. Very serious. First ever one-on-one meeting.
Shut up, coach.
Going downstairs, buried the knee. And now Michael's hammering.
Here's a point when coach is doing comedy for Raw.
Michael's going downstairs.
That year.
Michaels has got to quicken the pace here. And that's what he's starting to do now. Delivering more.
Hogan's doing all right selling himself there.
Getting there. No.
He's going for the 4 posts.
He's taking a walk around the park.
Boom.
Did we kind of touch on this the last day with Jamie? I can't quite remember where it was. He was saying how Hogan is underrated as a seller.
Yeah.
Oh my God, here we go.
Look at that. That's like.
Look at the height he's getting.
Boom.
There it is.
Jesus Christ.
This is fantastic.
Fuck's sake. Bouncing so high that he can crotch himself on the fucking middle of the top row.
Boom, boom.
Took a fucking whisper in the wind off a buckle. Like, that's the kind of stuff I do to amuse myself at, like, .ie shows, where, like, I just sell off buckles and stuff. Like,
have you ever seen spiteful bumping? I think that's what they say.
See, the thing about Hogan sells is even like at his, like, because I was watching on the Low Blows podcast, watching Hogan versus The Rock, and at this stage of his career, when he even a punch, like he has those kind of droop. Look at this.
Sorry, I'm just
swinging at nothing.
He's just on the outside.
He got his ankle wrapped up in the cables. He kept flailing to get out of it.
But Hogan has these sad eyes, like these sad granddad eyes. Like if you ever see like videos with the sad music in the background and a granddad sitting on his own. Oh, his kids were supposed to come, but they're not around anymore. That's what Hogan looks like when he's selling a punch. Just like a sad granddad.
Oh, fuck's sake. Now I'm never going to be able to see anything else. Anytime I see him now, that's all I'm going to fucking think of.
Hogan, the sad granddad, coming soon for a while.
Remember, apparently he got super hot at fucking Lesnar calling him grandpa? Do you remember that?
Really?
Yeah, they were doing this celebration for Hogan. It was like a birthday or something, and they had NWO and everything, and Lesnar came in and interrupted, and he just said, "Party's over, grandpa." And apparently Hogan got really fucking annoyed at that.
Of course he is.
Like, what are you going to do? Lesnar will fucking kill you.
Do you know what? This is a great choice. Like, I know, like, we all kind of ripped on this match at the start, but this selling is absolutely fantabulous.
Absolutely beautiful.
My favorite of this, and we will see it later on. I know I'm doing what we said, but it's the big boot sell.
Yeah, like the big boot sell is the that's the one that everyone's going to be talking about for years to come. Like.
It's the one that all boys on NLW try to imitate.
Yeah.
To take the back bump, get up, and fucking reposition again.
I think
Michael's just selling a loose tooth.
yeah. Like I think Morrow did it at the last one.
Morrow does it all the time. Morrow has this great thing where he gets a bit of spit in his mouth.
Oh yeah, and
yeah. When he gets an uppercut, he spits it into the air, and it looks like a tooth is after flying out, and then he's checking his teeth all the way through the match. Then for the rest.
That's fucking genius.
I got smile for that all the time, and like the way he used to go like directly upwards, and someone just wouldn't land. They just got stuck in the air.
Yeah.
Lads, you remember when the headbangers used to catch their own spit?
Yeah.
Can't do it anymore.
Just thought I'd throw that in there. Gross motherfuckers.
That's how COVID started.
That's it. Exactly it.
Fucking Martian Trasher.
Thanks, guys.
Like, I mean, you also think of it, like, the pacing for this is actually really good. Like, it's a great example of, like, even though Sean has taken the piss, he's also slowed down to Hogan's speed.
Yeah, he's bumping around Hogan, so Hogan is like, it looks like there's an urgency to the movement, but Hogan is actually moving at a sad grandpa kind of a pace. But Michaels is like moving around him.
Now, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I've kind of been doing an online training session with Foxy the last while to try and kind of keep the mind going and whatever. And
that's a good mind to be picking.
Oh yeah,
to be doing it. Like not to be putting Foxy over here because like who needs that? But Foxy is in the ring for like every match that's in Ireland. Like Foxy's in the ring for it. Like and he has built up a fucking Trinity-sized library of professional wrestling knowledge in that head of his. And to be honest with you, he's the go-to guy if you want to fucking talk from psychology to movement in the ring. Like Foxy's got it all.
And that's one of the things we were
fuck yourself now, Foxy. That's the one. That's
and
done. All right.
Yeah,
Justy's,
I know.
Justy's nice quota has been reached for the fucking day now, right? But one thing you were saying, Foxy, was that because I'm an older guy, but I'm a bigger guy too. We were saying about how Foxy was saying how guys should be able to reduce speed as well to work around, as opposed to me having to keep up with a fucking cruiserweight running rings around. They should be able to decrease to a level as well. If I'm correct saying that, Foxy, I'm paraphrasing you, I know, but
you like they should be able to work to your pace, because if you're working a cruiserweight, they should be able to slow down, and then when it comes time for them to actually really shine, that's when you actually pick up the pace, even just briefly. It makes their stuff look good, but they're working at your pace, so you're not blown up by the time those spots happen.
Yeah, you gear up.
Yes, because if you go 90 miles an hour, you're done. Like you're done in the first 2 minutes. There's some lads who are done by their entrance. For me now.
I'm done. I'm done by the time it gets to the third yip on my entrance music.
He steps through the curtain. Yeah. Oh, I'm fucking blown now.
I want to point out the selling of Shuka Duka Duk Dump, Mike Chioda in the ring here, because he is a fantastic referee as well.
Yes.
Hope he got colour.
He is, but we had this debate the other day. Who was, I think, was it fucking Jamie again asked you who your favourite ref was, Foxy?
He did actually, because Hebner was reffing the match. So, and I had said it. It's like Hebner was actually my favourite, but then I started to veer toward Charles Robinson.
And as I said, he only liked Hebner because he also sells T-shirts from the back of his car.
The Impossible shirt available now, by the way.
Fuck you.
The original WWEshop.com was Earl
Damn, what a shot.
boot.
Oh, that's a great shot, actually.
Yeah, like he got like after all those years, he got fired for selling shorts, like out of his car. But anyway, like Hebner was really good at like in big match situations, like especially for his taking a bump and doing his slow count.
Yeah.
Like I always model that. Like when I do it, I model it off him because he just had the perfect fucking cadence to it. It's like one, even when he's not looking, it's like two, one. Like literally, like even while he's knocked out, he's like two. Just yeah.
Hogan's selling like a champ here, guys.
Yeah.
To be fair, he really is.
Mike Chioda is underrated when it comes to referees.
Yeah, Mike Chioda, like he eventually grew on me.
Yeah.
Because I started looking at his work properly. But like he's the only man to actually climb the Hell in a Cell. And he reffed the Jericho Triple H like Hell in a Cell. He counted the pin on the top of the cell. Which I thought was brilliant.
I didn't think he'd have the upper body strength to get up there. Like when you see him going up there with the little spindly arms on him.
What's scary is the fact that like he's been around, like he was around WWE for 30 years.
Yeah.
Like obviously people only found that out recently, but like anyone that watched his work knew it.
Yeah, he
God damn, like Hogan
after Hebner was gone, didn't he?
Yeah, he started to become the like main one.
Senior official, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Are we frozen?
Yeah,
I think this is just it's a rest hold, so that
it's not frozen.
More or less the same.
This is actually it. Just touching on the Hell in a Cell point, there is. We were toying with the idea of doing like a worst wrestling events show, and one of them I seen before. I can't remember. It was. I think it was one of the ones I sent to you guys. It was one of the all-female organizations. It wasn't Glow. It was something else anyway. But they had a Hell in a Cell match in it, right? Neither of women took a bump off the cell. The ref took a bump off the cell, off the fucking top of the cell.
Yes. Yeah, if you're gonna have that, then you have fucking wrestling like I like a ceramic fish tank and Seth Rollins exploded. What do you want?
A women's was it like Gaia or something?
Do you know I'm gonna have to look it up because
is that when you're talking?
Wrestlicious.
The one with
that was it.
Yeah,
Jimmy Hart's thing.
Yeah.
That was hardly a progressive women's wrestling organization.
Oh no, it really wasn't. This was going back to the doldrums of fucking.
Here we go. This fucking buffering Bagwell now is fucking killing him.
Oh,
here we go.
Oh fuck. Yeah, Jonathan, I'm going to buy you better internet.
Please do, for the fucker strikes. 30 quid a month for this
internet provider and shame them.
Yeah.
Look at that, like they're just taking their time.
Well, they could be taking their time, or it could be frozen.
No, should be okay now. Oh.
He's climbing.
Yeah, now you're back to speed.
It's a victory over the other. That's what this is all about. Something you'll talk about the rest of your life.
I'm gonna say like my recollection of this match was that like Michaels took the piss completely, and in fairness, he oversold it, but he still made Hogan look so good.
I'm gonna admit it's not as bad as I remembered it.
Start that people remember.
Watching it again, it's Like my memory is that it was just a big joke the whole way, but it's not. It's not that.
Yeah, it's a proper exciting main event match.
Mm.
Referee Crash Holly. Who's that ref?
Poor old Crash.
I think that is.
Trying to remember his name.
I don't think I've ever seen the referee before.
He's still around. It's
Is he,
just
yeah?
for the life of me, I can't think of his name.
Tim White was a great referee for a sport count.
I was talking about that like last time.
Hmm.
I was actually talking about that in the last episode. The different scenarios to try, like commit suicide.
If he just stopped trying to kill himself,
yeah,
it'd be great.
That was
Well-
that was shitty because like
yeah,
he was proper depressed at that stage.
yeah. Like I also told the boys the story about anytime the APA would do bar brawls, it'd be in Tim White's bar.
Yeah.
So Tim White would actually tell the boys, right, I need that toilet fixed. Smash it up because WWE are footing the bill.
Fucking brilliant.
WWE are footing the bill. Any damages, so it's like grand.
That's brilliant.
It's just only in wrestling could you get a scenario like that.
That's fucking gas. Look at Hogan. He's fucking. That's what you should be talking about to sell. Look. That grandpa's all bleeding.
Bleeding. He's selling the legs.
Limping. Michael's begging off. Oh, no.
No.
Right in the brothers.
You right in the brothers.
Right in the suburban commando.
I couldn't agree more. Shawn Michaels is stealing the show just like he always does.
Oh man, Suburban Commando is an underrated movie.
Remember Mr. Nanny?
Oh fuck, I do.
I don't remember what it's about. I just remember certain scenes, and it's just like, why did I love this film?
Do you remember Thunder in Paradise?
Thunder in Paradise was. That's an underrated television program.
Yeah.
I like that Justy
I
just tactically playing cats to get us through this match as well.
I've also got a dog to my left as well.
Surrounded by animals.
Does anyone remember when he made his appearance in Three Ninjas?
Yes. Three Ninjas, something mountain.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was.
Like,
oh fuck, are we gonna have to have a movie watching night now? Jesus.
oh, yeah.
All Hogan all the time.
No.
Like, you know?
We'll be able to rip the piss out of it. I think.
You remember Undertaker was in Suburban Commando?
That's where he was like, because he was there. He was in Suburban Commando before he was in WWE.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, Hogan talks about how he told Vince to book the Undertaker.
Yeah. Because he would have been doing the Mean Mark Callis thing in WCW.
Yeah,
oh
he was
yes.
in WCW before, like, as Mean Mark Callis.
Yeah.
Well, like when he actually appears basically as the Undertaker. It's just they give him the really weird voice though.
It's not a real cameo. The one I remember is Rocky movies. Rocky movies the first movie had like purity.
He could have been.
No, Foxy count.
Ah.
Oh, it's happening.
Shake the hair, brother. To be fair, the crowd are fucking loving it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I watched this before I got into wrestling, and I was all over this. Like I absolutely lose my shit for this.
See, I was never a Hogan guy, but I can't really fault it. Like when I was growing up,
There we go.
I want to sell. Beautiful.
As much as he took the piss out of it, he also sold in position.
Yeah.
Such a simple move, but it's messed up his body.
The leg
Exactly.
drop.
Yeah.
It's going on. I mean, how many years going directly down onto your tailbone?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Directly down
suck.
onto his tailbone. The reason why he's fucked up is because he's not going directly. Like he always went to the side. That's why he fucked his hip.
That's a fair. He kind of leans. Yeah.
He has his hip fucked because of it. He should try coming off the top rope and bouncing onto his feet.
That's how we end up with a Sid moment.
Yeah.
Just your leg buckles underneath you. Yeah.
That's what I've kept.
See that MMA fight? Oh,
Yeah,
Oh Christ, yeah. Or did you see that wrestler? I sent it to Paddy when I first saw it, and his response was just like, fuck no. Was the wrestler who turned into a fucking flamingo.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's nasty.
It's horrible. Where he just comes off the second. He doesn't do anything. He just comes off the second rope and just goes. It's like, ow!
I'm too squeamish for that kind of stuff. Can't deal with it.
Legs is a bad one.
No, Paddy said, "Oh no," but then he shared it all over the fucking place straight afterwards.
Stealing your joke, man.
Fuck it.
That's funny, but I'll share it and I'll make it hilarious.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been funny if I shared it. It's funny if Paddy shares it.
Paddy keeps trying to land on his fucking head, so if anyone's an expert in like that.
Yeah.
So that match is done.
That match happened.
That match
So-
happened.
That was Jonathan's choice. So to start off the scoring, Foxy, would you like to kick us off?
Sure. I'm not gonna mess about. Like, I absolutely lost my shit for this when I watched it originally. Watching it when I got older and smartened up to the business, I was like, it's him taking the piss, but I still love it.
Yeah.
And this is a 9 for me. I'm not messing about. just I love this shit.
Fair enough. Justy, would you like to give your analysis?
Yeah, like looking back at it, like I thought we were gonna watch this and I was gonna be like, oh, he went overboard, which he did. But why not? Fuck it, it's wrestling. So like, yeah, I'm going with a 9.
For me, I gotta say, as I said in the thing, I was surprised. It wasn't. You know the way when you sometimes have it in your head, something's worse than it is. It wasn't as over the top as I remember. It was like there wasn't as many instances, and behind it all was a decent match. They did have control of the crowd for the whole thing, which I mean, at the end of the day, is all you kind of want. Is you just want to give the audience their money's worth and entertain people, and I think they did that.
However,
it was funny, but I mean, when it comes to selling, I don't know. It was just, there was points where it was just so over top that I was just like, oh my God, dude. But you know, it was still, I still was entertained. So again, I can't go too low. I'm gonna say a 0.5.
Okay with that.
There you go.
Yeah.
That, and I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised by that because we were shitting on it.
7.
Yeah.
There you go.
We were shitting on it, but again, you know, it wasn't as bad as I remember, and
I'm glad you remembered, yeah.
I was entertained, you know.
I think it's a guilty pleasure for everyone. I think that's
so,
what it
yeah.
is.
Yeah. You know, it's one of the, and we kind of had this conversation before. If you can remember certain spots from a match this far on, you know, surely you got to be like, everybody remembers that big boot sell into that leg drop. Like, I mean, it's fantastic. So yeah, I can't debate it really. So
it's a memorable moment. That's what it is.
So we are on to
a pair of icons.
Our main event of the evening, and it is Justy's choice. So, Justy, would you like to tell us a little bit about this and why you chose it?
Yeah, like obviously, I've been around wrestling for a long time. I've been a fan of wrestling for a long time. So, like, there's a lot for me to choose here. From, you know, from the 80s right up to now. But look, there's a lot of people who you can say are great sellers. We've seen a few of them here in those matches. Like there's guys there that I'd love to have had time to show a few matches, like with the likes of Harley Race, you know, like Jerry Lawler's, like right up to your Ziggler's, even The Rock, like guys that just put a flair. Oh, like guys that just put a little bit of fucking into wrestling, but at the same time making their opponent look excellent. And for me, there's nobody that kind of embodies the sell and putting their opponent over more than Mr. Perfect. Like he's perfect. The guy, he makes everything he does look good. He makes everything his opponent look good, or does look good, and with a kind of a style that is unique only to him. I chose this match in particular because even though it's not his most over the top when it comes to selling, it's probably one of his best examples of putting his opponent over. And it was a pivotal point in his opponent's career. His opponent is Bret Hart, who obviously is the excellence of execution. And he was just becoming or coming into his own as a singles competitor, coming from a tag team into singles competition. They really wanted to legitimize Bret Hart as a singles wrestler, and who better to sell that to an audience than Mr. Perfect. For me, this match is it's iconic for so many reasons. Number one, it was kind of a shift in Bret Hart's career, but also Mr. Perfect goes missing for a year after this match, so we know he's fucked. He's got some serious issues with his back coming into this match, yet he still puts in an absolute workhorse of a performance. So, like, without me shy talking all night about it and fawning all over it, it is SummerSlam 1991, Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect for the IC title, and it is going to win this 10s all around.
Nice.
Call it spot. Hey, when he does
so, yeah, with that, Jonathan, look, there's no need for a countdown. You can just hit play.
Very well, let's do it.
I gotta say, like, as you know, somebody like I followed wrestling for so long. Mr. Perfect, I can't remember a bad match he's had.
He's definitely one of those ones, isn't he?
I can't, like, off the top of my head, he's just always put in such a solid showing.
And for you to be a champion,
no, again, I was a WCW guy, so
me too.
Like, were you? So
yeah.
the rednecks.
We only got we only got WCW down here.
Same as me. Yeah. I had it on fucking TNT.
TNT. Yeah, come on after Cartoon Network.
Yep.
I just remember it well because you'd be watching TNT on a Friday night. Nitro would be on a Friday.
Yeah.
You'd fall asleep watching Nitro. Well, not watching Nitro, but like Nitro will be over. You settle down. The television would still be on, and at 6 o'clock in the morning, the Magic Roundabout came on. It blew the ears off you.
Oh, Jesus Christ! But yeah, so same as Justy, he knows what I'm saying. Kurt Hennig, the
shit
with the rednecks, and rap is crap. Was fucking brilliant. I hate rap. It was
So
fucking
good.
brilliant.
So good.
Some kind of.
And that got so fucking over. They were meant to be
Yeah.
heels, and they got fucking over. Like,
God, he put on the likes of the filthy animals, was it? Conan and the
Yeah.
lads. Yeah, it was fantastic. Look at
because it wasn't it Master P or something was in at the time with the
Yes.
filthy animals,
Yeah.
and they were meant to be the faces, and they were just getting booed and
Yeah.
fucking out of it.
Oh, it's very simple, Piper. He doesn't have to beat Bret Hart. Bret Hart has to beat him. All he's got
A
to do
specimen of a man as well.
Bret Hart
Yeah.
come in, make a mistake, and it's all over.
I've great memory of Perfect as well when he returned to the WWE in the Royal Rumble. Do you remember? And there's just this one spot I
2002?
loved.
Yeah.
He got like, he was after making his entrance, and he got like shoved over in a shoulder tackle stance into the corner. And while they were at him, he spits out his gum and slaps it away. I was like, "You fucking legend!"
So good. He had a match with Lesnar in that run.
Yes.
I think people should definitely check out. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's one of those kind of underrated,
Yeah.
like hidden gems you'd forget fucking happened.
Yeah.
It's one of those matches where, yeah, exactly. You don't think that they've ever faced, but they actually have.
Yeah.
Because didn't he say that when he went to TNA that he was the man that took down Lesnar on
Yeah.
the plane ride from hell?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, let's just all right, guys. I gave you a chance. Now let's look at how good. Look, straight into the hair. Look,
Yeah.
Notice how they lock up.
fantastic.
Oh.
Little things like that, like you were saying, the hand on the back of the head, grabbing
Yeah.
the hair while pushing him off.
That bump there as well, right? You
Swiveling
showed
on
me
the
that
arrested.
back when I was training wrestling. I tell you, that was a god awful bump. But the sell he done on that, I would try to emulate that. And 9 times out of 10, I could never get that. Like that spin and straight out underneath the bottom rope as well. He just made Bret Hart look like a fucking juggernaut. Like.
Because he's almost like he pinged off him with the speed of it. Like, such a very hard thing to replicate.
I always hated the crucifix because, like, most of the time, people that are taking it tend to be mince with Simone drop.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm not going for a pin. Fuck you. Boom.
But one thing I'm noticing, and it could be because of Jonathan's choppy internet, but like, I'm getting to see Perfect's facials again, and like, even for when that crucifix was happening, just the facial on him going down, like, he genuinely looked, oh fuck, like, you know, he wasn't in autopilot, which you see a lot from people, where it's just like, now it's this move, I'm going to take this move now.
His hair stuff is absolutely excellent.
Yeah.
I know it's not like
He hasn't stopped all match, like.
yeah, like I look hard has the comeuppance, like boom, straight into it.
That was a lovely little transition to the side headlock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Grabbing him by the hair, pull it in.
It's stuff that you do on .ie shows or you know camp shows. Like these guys are doing it in 1991 on fucking SummerSlam. It's fantastic.
Oil slicks on your hand.
Bobby Heenan doing commentary as well.
Yeah. Oil slick on your hand.
Red basket. Irish whip by the champ. Ring the bell. It's over.
That made that, you know, that adds to it as well. You have the greatest commentary team ever. You have Gorilla and Heenan.
Mark to the favorite.
Oh. It was like a champ.
It also puts over like how good
Look at
commentary
that.
team can put over a match.
Beautiful.
That headlock takedown. Beautiful.
Yeah, no, but it was just, he came out with a victory out of the sunset flip onto his feet, like.
Like it was like there was no wasted movement there. He was onto his feet into the headlock, and it's like Bret Hart is so good that there's not like, and it's Perfect's doing it. It's the timing of Perfect, but like he has Hart looking like there's not an inch that Perfect can get without grabbing the hair.
Yeah.
It's as you said, you have a guy transitioning from a tag team to a single team. Perfect at the moment is getting across a message that he can hang. That he can go in there and he can hold his fucking own and not, you know, do more.
Like little things like that, like the leg catch, and he's just like, no. He's trying to swipe him, and it's like not happening.
We were talking about this the other day as well. I love little things like that. Like when somebody has you held, act like you're trying to get the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Well, like Hart does a great job as well. He looks around to the audience, like, and can give perfect time to react to that as well.
Yeah. It's, as they say, it's not what you do, it's what you do in between.
Oh,
beautiful.
Oh, good. Stealing it.
Right on that elf nose is perfect. Look out.
I haven't seen that really before, and it's so simple. Like just a little double boot to the face when he gets hit down onto the ground.
Yeah, but it's
like that's just his momentum.
It's basic stuff. Like that stuff that, like, I was taught in my fucking first few training sessions, and you forget about it. But like, it's so effective, like, you know. Perfect now doesn't want that and got to do with Hart.
No.
You can tell his back is starting to get at him at this point.
He is nursing it a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, he just ripped his fucking singlet.
Look, begging off now.
He wants it. He knows the title can only change hands on a pinfall or submission.
Making him look like an absolute hero.
Not trying to get away from him. Yeah.
Corner, like,
Bret Hart has to be the consummate good guy. There he is now. The whole
some kind of whore.
Imagine he just makes that noise all the time. Like that's his breathing noise.
Yeah. Fucking hell. I'm popping myself.
Hart has killed a man. Like, we are okay with
boom.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, like this match could be an opener, it could be the main, could be fucking anywhere on the card, and it still work. Like,
yeah.
It's
just a showing of the caliber.
I can't wait to win, because if you vote for this anything less than a 10, you're wrong, and you're going to show your asses for guys that know nothing about wrestling.
Hey, I'm a trainee.
And I'm a very literate wrestling fan. There's very little opinions.
No comment.
Wrestling is subjective, except for when it comes to this match. This is objectively a perfect match.
Excellence of execution now. Guaranteed they heard that at the top of the Empire State Building. I'll tell you though, it looks like Perfect came in a little heavier than he usually does for
I can imagine Perfect is just like, that's a new fucking singlet, you prick.
Do you think he was like, right? I'm going out for a year anyways. Rip my singlet. They'll have to go for it.
Caught the boys.
Of course their own intestinal fortitude. Of course their own.
Like the way
Right there is the kind of guy that
Perfect doesn't have to overdo it. Like as the he's not an aggressive aggressor. You know what I mean? He's like, there goes the cameraman. Terrible at selling. Look.
I was gonna stop looking at the camera.
No
Jesus.
Okay.
Am I on camera? Oh.
But yet, to Justy's point there, he's not doing too much. Like, there is such a thing as doing too much. Like, he's kind of the understated heel, so he's doing stuff, begging off, doing the coward thing and all that a little bit, but he's not like, when it's his time, he's not getting overly aggressive or anything like that.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Just a simple O'Connor roll. Like, I don't want to be the guy that's like, kids these days, all I want to do is do the moves. But this match just proves that you don't have to do every move in the book. Like like for me, and I always say it when I'm coaching or whatever it is, that you should don't just go through the motions, go through the emotions, and that's what a professional wrestling match is. You like people have to get invested in it emotionally, and they won't do that if it's just fish hook. If they won't do that if it's just move.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You've got to give them something, and that's what Perfect does. He gives people room to have a think about what's going on. Like the audience need that room to breathe and to soak in what's really happening. Look, he's taking his time. He's looking around. That was a buckle. He didn't do it. He didn't do a destroyer. He done
That's
a
it.
bucket.
It doesn't need to be 100 miles an hour
No.
from the bell. It can be whatever you make it. Like, as long as you're entertaining people and giving them, give them their story, give them their emotional investment, give them all that. You don't need to be doing fucking a gazillion flips and running the ropes at the speed of light,
Don't get me wrong, wrestling has evolved, and it is something different now than it
I still
was.
think it has its place, though. The older style.
You adapt it.
Yeah, like I 100% still think that like the best matches right now are ones that will get people emotionally invested.
Yep.
And like you can still have all your moves and like you like those high spots and those speed exchanges and stuff like that. But I still think you need to have a look at this kind of stuff and see the selling and how you can put someone over and how you can let the audience soak up and really get into the match that you're displaying for them. So I think there is a lot of leeway there. You know what I mean? You can do the moves, but no one's going to care unless they're getting emotionally invested. So
That's it. Yeah.
it's not all about the emotions; it's about the emotions, and that's what I'm saying.
Now, you see, part of me is kind of like, I'm all for that because I can't do the million flips
listen,
and all that.
I'm saying exactly the same thing because I'm fucking.
but all I'm good at is looking like I can beat the shit out of you, and that's about it.
Yeah,
And
I don't even have that, so you gotta.
But if you can do them, more power to you. But still, don't forget to tell a story. That was a nasty little bump there.
Yeah.
They sold a tumble off the rope.
Yeah,
like
tangled up.
It's funny when you mention about that setting because there's one contenders match we often bring up here to slag off, and I often earmark it because there is no setting.
By we, do you mean you?
Yes, I mention it all the time because it's fucking awful. It's by far the worst match I've seen.
Because I've never actually seen that match, so I won't comment on it.
I'll put it this way, like, you know what I'm talking about because I spent most of the night making airplane noise. That was how bad the match was. Like, I wanted to derail it. It was awful. And like literally, it was like moves for the sake of moves, no connective tissue, no selling, no character, no story. It was those, let's do things. Like, why? Why are you doing it? What's the point? Is it one-upmanship? Is it trying to get to my level? What's the story? It wasn't. It just went like, it did flips, it did like a really nasty looking pile driver. I didn't give a shit. Why are you killing yourself for no reason?
Oh,
very nice.
Beautiful.
So good.
How he put on that sleeper, he swung out half a fucking mile. Beautiful.
Get the jammies up, because Sonny's going to bed.
He's selling it. Like he needed to do those big. Like he wants to put Bret Hart out. Yeah. So he makes a sleeper look as big as possible.
Yep.
Yep. Before he even has it locked in, it looks devastating.
Yeah. The sleeper itself, shite. He said on commentary here, like he's got his chin. He doesn't have
to say. It's like, you okay? Yeah, I'm good. You okay? Good. Yeah, cool.
I imagine Stu Hart is just like, it's only about 2.
Look.
There you go.
Little call back. Look. That's
like callbacks like that, like in a match, are great when done right.
Yeah. It's a little thing as well. It's probably like it's not gonna, like, if that wasn't included, it probably wasn't gonna change the history of time, like, but just a nice little thing for someone who
lovely.
Hart hated his biceps because why else did he always take that bubble? That is hard. That I want to go on out and tell you that is fucking horrible to do.
That chest first to the turnbuckle.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
It's just dinting your arms in.
Like, it's hard enough, like doing it with your back.
Yeah.
Imagine doing it with like your chest.
Perfect plex.
Such a simple move, but
I love
it. Made it look
so
impressive.
One,
I'm a sucker for bridging moves.
Job this finish so that Bret Hart could look like a fucking legitimate fucking beast. Who else would do that? You know what I mean? Back in 1991, like everyone's jobbing out to finish these days, but like in 1991, who was letting people kick out or finishers?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Look,
The finishers were very protected back then.
Turns around, lets the whole audience see himself. Like, boom, boom, boom. Just the shots. Boom.
Boom. Atomic drop.
There's no Rick Rude, but it's pretty good.
And another one. Boom.
Went from the inverted to the other.
To the
Yep.
Inverted one. Oh, wait, he hit a headbutt. Where was the leg slap with the headbutt? God damn it.
Look at that.
Hang on, I'll add it in. There you go.
He gets tossed across the ring and crotches himself on the fucking ring post.
That could have fucked his leg right up.
Could have, but I didn't. Nice suplex.
Very nice.
What a late kick out.
What a pro. Foxy, he'd have your heart in a fucking knot, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Listen to the audience as well, coming for everything. Like.
Yeah.
They thought a suplex was going to win this match. Like. A Russian leg sweep, or as they call it in Russia, a leg sweep.
For the gorilla.
No, he didn't get it. Put a nice series of moves together.
Keep in mind, Hebner is also selling this by like with his counts. Because like with myself, like it's at the discretion, like should this be a fast or should this be a little bit slower just to make it more deliberate?
Yeah.
Like, and Hebner does that to perfection because like
I still want you in that shirt and Dickie bow, Foxy.
Telling you, like,
it'll happen.
I think it'll work beautifully.
Yeah,
Could work badly.
The pit stains alone.
Inspiration.
Boom.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, look at that. Kick out through the bottom rope.
Big sell.
I'm so proud of myself for picking this match.
Oh. He just Mick Foley'd himself.
yeah.
I will say, Coach is pissing me the fuck off with his whistle.
Oh, yeah. He's like
But that was his job.
he's Bill Alfonso before Bill Alfonso.
Yeah.
I think Bill Alfonso looked and went, that's what I want.
Look at this.
Blow whistle.
Every time he gets kicked, watch.
Oh,
Boom.
Oh,
Lunatic.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Who are you telling?
Absolutely not. I don't see how they can go much longer at this pace.
I mean, how much more of a sell could you want from the leg? Like,
well, this is it. But like I said, it made you believe it too. Like, watching football, you see a massive slide tackle, the guy lands that way. Oh, fuck, that's sore.
Boom.
Oh.
No, not like this.
The fact that the crowd were so into it just for Brett grabbing the legs.
Yeah.
Like,
By Perfect.
like
Had no business on the apron, interfering. He didn't interfere.
oh, we're gonna do a sharpshooter. No, we're gonna beat on the inside leg. Nice.
Perfect is pulling out all stops now. Momentarily, Coach has saved the day.
But again, one thing I
Crowd
love
again.
not going for a deep win. Like, you want to try and beat Bret Hart because it's
Oh.
the principle of it.
Deafening in here.
Little things like that I love, like a leg drop and then he back rolled it straight onto his feet again. It just shows his
So watch. Yes.
hatch.
So good.
Nice.
So good.
Oh, beautiful.
Watch.
Yeah.
Transition.
Doesn't wait a
Oh,
second.
beautiful.
Doesn't wait a second before he taps to his finish.
Yeah.
What a finish. What a finish.
putting over his finish strong. Like really
But even
strong.
the transition into it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It was done so smoothly. It wasn't one-sided. It was both guys actually working together.
Whoop. Take the rest of the fucking.
Give me that thing. Get over here.
Give me the singlet, goddammit.
Tips.
This is my trophy now.
Yeah. This is mine now.
Mr.
Fuck you.
Perfect. No.
But like, imagine putting someone over so much that he's like, right, and then Rick might close off me. You know.
I
And you
didn't
know
just
what? If
take
you're
your
not over
belt.
after that, there's nothing more I can fucking do for you. Like,
Although in saying that, it's the second match we've watched where someo's had their clothes ripped off. So
yeah, I think that says more about us than anything else. Okay, and with that, that is our final match of the evening. So we'll score it up. So I think Jonathan, do you wanna take us away on this one?
I will, yeah. Again, I perhaps I'm gonna be saying the same things that everyone else is. Like Perfect was, particularly this match, a great man for the big sell. Like if he wanted to, if a move wanted to hit hard, like he'll spike himself to do it, or he'll vault himself over the ropes and whatever. Like there's like 5 or 6 of those ones where like you didn't need to do it. In a sense, you didn't have to like go Tonto with the sell, but in order to make Bret Hart look so good, it was very necessary, you know. And
Sorry, I'm smiling because we just missed a Stu Hart interview.
oh no, you see him kicking off like he was getting a full interview and telling Pace to come back. He's like, get the fuck back here.
He was gonna put Hayes in a fucking hold. He was gonna stretch him.
Someone else was gonna get fucking stretched up.
Yeah. Sorry, go on, Jonathan. I apologize.
No, so like, yeah, like it is the kind of thing where like if the purpose of it was to make Bret Hart look equal and then better than Mr. Perfect, then mission accomplished. Because like that happens throughout the from the process of the match. Starts off like I said, oh yeah, I'm Mr. Perfect, I can do this. Bret Hart warms into it. Then like Mr. Perfect tries to like game manage a little bit, like keep him out of the ring, not working right, and just go through the kind of the tactics. And he just does it so fucking well. Like, I mean, there's no, as everything, as in the name, like it's perfect. You couldn't do anything better than that. So, I'm gonna give it a 9.5. I think it is exactly what you need for what he's doing. And yeah, like even the fact that he was injured going in as well, like really kind of shows you like the man was doing his job. Like he was a professional doing this. And what I loved about it more was that it was the big spots, but what he was doing in between with the psychology. Like the stuff he was doing makes sense for the match he's wrestling. It's not as if he's doing his own match. The story is that Bret Hart is going to be Mr. Perfect. He is going to surpass Mr. Perfect. So Mr. Perfect's going to do things to try and keep his spot, and he can't do it. He can't keep him out of the ring. He can't play dirty, all this shit, because Bret Hart ultimately beats him with a reversal. And it's perfect. It's a brilliant match for what it is.
Great. So, Foxy, you're up.
Yeah, like it's a great example of someone like coming in, not only coming in injured, but like going the extra fucking mile to make sure his opponent looks so goddamn good. Like, and elevating his opponent in like, as we talked about, like he's gone from being a tag team wrestler to a singles competitor, and this is to prove that he is on that level.
Yeah.
And Mr. Perfect did such a fantastic job with that. Like constant selling throughout. Like they're pretty much non-stop. They're completely playing crowds, selling to everything, make sure everything registers with the crowd as well. And no, I'm giving it a 10. Fuck this. Just 10. There you go. Take my 10. There you go.
I'm not gonna. The lads hit most of the points, and I agree with them all. What more could you want? I mean, as far as putting somebody over, he couldn't be put over any stronger. He sold like his fucking life depended on it. Even the leg kicks. The leg kicks looked like they were coming from a fucking juggernaut because he was going upside down to sell him. The finish, I absolutely adored the finish. I had forgotten the finish to that match completely, and I loved it because it was such a smooth transition into it. Hart sometimes with the bigger opponents had a problem holding them sometimes with the bigger legs and stuff. He'd kind of fall forwards and stuff like that. Perfect was obviously the perfect size, etc., for him to kind of transition into it properly, hold it. It looked devastating. And again, yeah, he tapped straight away, getting over his finish. Stuff like he hit him with the perfect plex, kicked out. You know, he looked like $1 million. My minor thing is the coach pissed me off, but I mean that's neither the lad's fault. So I'm going to go 9.5.
There you go.
9.5. It's as close to perfect as you could possibly get, I think. So yeah, and that's it. I think we have a very clear winner.
Oh, very, very much so. Justy, you score a 29 out of 30, which very near the full marks, which I think is obviously you're gonna be very humble about it. You know, it goes without saying this is your gimmick. So
I'm kind of pissed off that I didn't get 10s.
not everyone can be Mr. Perfect, Justy. You know,
To be fair, I don't think anybody has ever gotten straight 10s in this fucking thing that I
Not
think
yet.
of.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not amongst three of us, no.
But that's I think that may be the highest score I think we've gotten, possibly.
It'd be
If not,
close up there, yeah.
it'd be very close to it.
Well, like,
Yeah, I just checked there. Yourself and Jamie are on 29. So yeah, these are very. These are.
That's going to anger him more. Anybody but Jamie.
Cannot be separated.
that's fine.
And on that bombshell where Justy will never talk to us again. Justy, I want to thank you so much for your valuable time and for joining us. Hope you had a good time.
Yeah, loved it.
Anyway.
Loved it. Had a ball.
Good, and we'd be love to have you back down the line again with another thing. We'll be talking to you in the meantime anyway. And with that, guys, we hope you liked the show as well. So please, if you did, please like, subscribe to the Nerds Are Us channel. You'll find something on there to suit you. We do everything from comics, wrestling, everything in between as well. So I'm sure you'll find something that will appeal to you. Check out the Foxy Brothers podcast. I know I've forgotten to plug it the last few times. So there you go, Foxy. There's your free one. Check out Justy on Twitter if they want as well. Don't. No?
Don't.
Okay, don't.
Bother. Just don't. Do yourself a favor. Don't check out my Twitter.
And with that again, folks, thank you as always for joining us, and we'll be back very, very soon with another Watch Graps with me. Bye.
Bye.